Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Awakening. My name is NBZ, and last time we spent a long little episode, or should I say a long big episode, tackling one of the side missions in preparation to take on the next full chapter. But that's all done, and that's all ready and squared away, and we have a lot to do. There's a lot of stuff going on. This next chapter is going to be brutal as hell, and I hope you guys are in for it for the ride. So, let's kick things off. I want to go through my inventory, not really to show you items in particular, but show you the level ups that have occurred in between episodes. I have been doing a little bit of grinding because I feel like it is necessary for the upcoming challenge that we are going to face. So I've got Donnell up to level 20, which is really solid. He actually can go higher. As you can see, his XP is actually at 87, which means he doesn't cap out at 20. He actually caps out at 30, very similar to how Pan and Naui both operate, but I've got him up to there. Callum is at 18, Sajha is at 17, Cordelia 16, Naui is at 17, Crom is at 18, Maribel just kicking around at her general lower level, Guy's at 18, Lissa 15, and that's pretty much it, aside from NBZ, who is up to 20. Now, what does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, it means that in this episode, we're going to show off our first ever class change, which should be very exciting. There are actually a couple of class changes that I want to do, but we will get to those in a second. For the time being, we do have the barracks to visit, and we have some support conversation to do. So I'm just going to quickly run through the barracks and see if there's anything good that we can get out of it. What do we got? Anna and Frederick, they can't have a relationship, so that's not going to give me any fruits. Callum and Sully, maybe a relationship boost there. Yes, we do have one. Muriel and Stahl are going to get one as well. And a friendly handshake between Gaius and Libra, as it were. And do we get an item or experience for Stahl? What's he going to give us? Oh, Leaf's Blade, another one of those. That could be pretty useful. Alright, well, a little bit of boost there. Let's jump into the support conversations then. We have, wow, quite a few, as it turns out. So let's kick it off with Donnell. He has a conversation with Sajha. Let's see what they have to say to one another.
Hey.
Howdy, ma'am. I get them 2 venomous black snakes you've been looking for.
Pretty much.
Yes, thank you. Just throw them in the usual place.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you going to ask me?
Huh?
Ask you what, ma'am?
Hmm.
Don't play coy. The favor, obviously.
Huh?
I reckon I don't quite follow.
Useless.
You want me to use my magic powers to do something for you, right? For weeks you've been running hither and yon collecting specimens. At first it was just amusing, but you've actually proved to be quite helpful. So then, name your price. What do you want in return? Well, I imagine I'd like you to do nothing, ma'am.
What?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing in particular, so I'm asking you to do nothing. Surely you must have some reason for helping me.
I'll help.
Gosh, ma'am, that's just how we do things back in my village. If a maid was setting about to cast a curse, see, we was all duty-bound to pitch in. Just like we all help build the barns and mend the fences and clear the pastures. Wait, you used to help mages cast curses? Cast curses on you?
I owe you.
That's what curse is all about, right? Using dark arts for greater good. By helping you, I reckon I'm helping everyone in the Shepherds. Ain't that right? Gosh, maybe that should be my favor. I should ask you to cast more nice magic. I don't know who taught you about curses, but that's not how they work.
Huh?
It ain't?
Maybe.
Gods, it's a wonder your village is still standing. But alright, I'll see if I can find a way to cast some, nice magic. And in the meantime, you can keep collecting specimens.
Let's get her done.
Yeehaw! It's a dilly of a deal. I think this is going to be a very useful arrangement, particularly for me. Oh well, there you go, Sajha, being a control freak, as per the usual. We're up to B with those two, so good stuff. Alright, next one I want to tackle, Crom and Vike, one that probably doesn't seem too, I don't know, relevant, but we'll see.
Right.
Alright everyone, let's pair off and try some one-on-one sparring. Oh, ready to take on Teach, Crom? Vike, maybe we should find new partners, just to keep things fresh.
Anyone else?
Sure, we're rivals, we have to fight. You can't turn your back on fate. Plus, I was really close to beating you last time. Really close.
Right.
Right, if you say so. But still, I think we should.
Hey.
No, it's fine. I know what you're doing. You're trying to psych me out. Oh, come on. If we don't mix it up, we'll never keep ourselves sharp.
Hey.
Oh, I see. Not enough suspense for you, is that it? Then let's spice it up with a little wager. Everything we own, winner takes all.
No.
Vike, we're training for war. I can't very well gamble the royal treasury.
Hey.
Fine, fine, no gold. But how about this? The loser has to sneak up behind Frederick and pull down his pantaloons. Are you mad? Frederick would chop you up like firewood and then make a fire.
Yeah, I rule.
What's this now? Someone chicken. Oh, alright. I'll spar with you. Just stop that ridiculous clucking. Haha, yes. Now Crom's got a full head of steam. Sure, I'll teach you what you got. Well, that was quite an entertaining conversation, I have to say. It was a good one. I'm a fan of that. And geez, what's going on? I guess those the barracks helped us bump up some levels here, because I certainly didn't have these conversations popping up before. Callum and Solly, let's go.
Hey.
Callum, hey Callum.
Okay.
Yes. I've got a bone to pick with you, Pipsqueak. Crom tells me that in our last battle, you were secretly watching my back.
If you say so.
I wasn't trying to keep it a secret, Sully. I was just fighting alongside. Well, knock it the hell off. I'm the one who goes to protecting around here, got it? I don't need some tiny man in a huge suit of armor watching me.
I don't know.
But, you think I need extra protection, that it? You think I'm frail and weak? You think you can be my gallant knight in shiny oversized armor?
No.
I wasn't giving you special treatment, honest. I just like protecting people. I'll say this once, Pipsqueak. Don't ever pull that crap again. Are we clear now? Word sank in? Because if we are, I'm done. I've got better things to do than yell at you, Tin Man. Oh, of course you do. I mean, well, bye. Poor Callum. He's so subjugated by everyone. Sully in particular, she's hot-headed. You can see the fiery red of her hair. Alright, and we have a last one here, Starla Muriel. 99, 98, sorry, I can't count, let me count again. 98, 99, 100, phew.
Hold a moment.
Why do you repeat the same motion over and over again? Have you never heard of shadow fencing?
Now then.
Assume it entails performing sword strikes and parries with an imaginary opponent. Is the point of the exercise pure kinetic stimulation, or is there more to achieve? Well, by making moves second nature, you can perform them better and faster.
Fascinating.
Interesting. So the goal is to remember the moves in your muscles, not your mind. I think this process warrants further study. Would you mind terribly much if I observe?
Nah.
In theory, no, but I've just finished for the day and I'm exhausted. Ah, I see. That is disappointing. Most terribly disappointing. But if you really want, I suppose I could run through a few more drills.
Why, thank you.
I believe 200 repetitions would be sufficient to establish a baseline.
Huh?
200? Good gods, I don't have the energy for that. Most terribly disappointing. Well, I suppose I could find another more lucrative field of study. Perhaps I will just observe this rock. Yes, that should suffice. It's round and smooth. Wait, no, it's still round. Ah, all right, I'll do it. Just stop making me feel bad. So, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Very gracious of you.
Excellent. Tell you, man, the women in this game, they have control to exert, and they most certainly will do that. So wow, we have built up a bunch of support conversations. That is all good and dandy. I don't feel like there's anything else I need to do apart from, of course, as I said before, get to some upgrades and class changes. That's what I'm trying to say. So let us start with the big one, which is NBZ, of course. She is now level 20, fully maxed out, and we do have a couple of Master Seals. Now, the Master Seal is the one that you need to use on characters which cap out at level 20. If it's a character that caps out at level 30, they do not use Master Seals. So someone like Donnell and Naui and Pan, they use second seals in their current form, which allows them to become a different base class, which means, you know, they're not going to upgrade to a higher one one, but they'll just change to a standard one, so like a cavalier or a mercenary or anything. But someone of NBZ's type, of course, uses the Master Seal, so we are going to go ahead and use it. And of course, with NBZ, you only have one choice. Tacticians upgrade to Grand Masters. So without further ado, let's change. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You can zoom in a bit, take a look at the new clothes. Very, very good pushes in the bonuses of the additional stats. That's what I'm trying to say, the word stats. Not come to mind. And there we go. We're all fully leveled up. We're a Grand Master. So let's take a look at Abby at the current time. So yes, she does get a change in clothing. She looks very different. And it's really cool, because now she is much more powerful. Oh, look at those silver greaves on her knees. It's all ramping up at this point. And she obviously goes back to level 1, so she is going through the cycle again of the level 1 to 20. So, excellent stuff there. We are going to do this twice more, this video, very quickly. Donnell, as I mentioned before, I got him up to level 20. Now, Donnell, not very useful so far. He's been okay, he's been alright, but ladies and gentlemen, this is where he really comes into his own. Let's take a second seal for him, and let's use it. So Donnell can become a fighter, which is of course the the class that Vike actually, yeah, Vike is a fighter. It's the axe wielding one. Or he can become a mercenary, which wields sword. For my money, mercenary is the one to go with, and you do get a very nice ability with mercenary. So that is what we're going to be going with, and that is our choice. So let's do it. And here is Donnell. Somehow still retains his pot for a cap. He may have left the village, he may be a stronger guy, but his appearance still remains. He still has that pot on his head. Clearly, it served him well so far. So not only do we get a bunch of boosts, because Donnell is crazy like that, we also get the ability Arms Thrift, which is really cool, and we will be explaining that in due time. But for the moment, we have one more character to be upgrading, and that is Alyssa. Now, Alyssa can push all the way to level 20, but as I've said before, healers, they start to become a liability at points in time, and this is one point in time where I really feel that they will become a liability in the map coming up. So in order to kind of, counteract that, I will be upgrading Alyssa as well, as we have another Master Seal. In this game, you can kind of just endlessly upgrade your characters in terms of classes, which means you don't have to push for the magic level 20 every time. She's at 15, pretty good, and we are going to use this Master Seal to get her up to, a class that can actually use weaponry. So she can either become a War Cleric, which is very interesting class added to this game, who are able to use staves and axes. I believe Libra is one, so we already have one. I think Libra counts as a War Monk, which is slightly different. It's male and female, I guess. Although there might be another difference. Don't quote me on that. But we have the Sage, which is a more magically inclined version. Still has staves, but can also wield magical tomes. And I feel that Alyssa, definitely, as you take a look at her stats, with her strength being 5, her magic being 16, Sage is the way to go. So we are going to go with Sage and upgrade her here. Alright, talk about clothing changes. Alyssa has a pretty much outfit different thing going on. A complete change of outfit, shall we say. She is a full Sage now, and she has some flowing robes to go along with it. So that's pretty damn awesome. And of course, we now have the ability to use spells. Excellent stuff. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the stuff, the pre-battle shenanigans that we needed to get up to. I believe I'm going to save the game here so that we don't have to go through any of that again. It's all in the can. And I guess we have nothing else to do than start the map, so let's do it.
Oh.
The enemy has taken the field, my lord.
Oh?
Back already? Ha! Feels as though we just said our goodbyes.
Our scouts report that they are in surprisingly good spirits.
Since when did you trust our scouts? Besides, what does it matter? They're armed like beggars compared to us. I could break their ranks as easily as I break wind. Ha ha ha!
I'd love to hear the song the bards make of that.
Aversa, there is a truth about the world this Elysian whelp must learn. A man is either strong, or he is dead. Wahahahaha!
Your Highness, dire news.
Oh, speak.
Our troops are laying down their weapons and deserting en masse. Please, sir, I'm but a messenger. Have mercy.
My lord.
I have a report from Khan Flavia. The Pledgian army is in disarray.
What?
How do you mean?
Right.
It seems many of their soldiers are opposed to further violence. There has been infighting, desertion. Gangrel is trying to stamp out the mutiny by force, but with little success. Outside of a few faithful who serve him directly, his army is all but collapsed. This is incredible news, but why? Emmerin.
Ah.
Yes, my lord, Emmerin. The report says Gangrel's men chant her name as they abandon the field. Her words and her sacrifice have made her a folk hero of sorts.
Sister.
Emmerin. Why did it take me so long to understand? She believed all people desire peace. She knew deep down the Pledgians wanted it too. It just took her to bring it to the surface.
Right.
I hope she can see this, wherever she is. Today, we put an end to Mad King Gangrel and bring peace back to the land. That we do indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Well, this is a map that I am not looking forward to tackling. I've practiced it a couple of times, but holy shit, trying to not let someone die on this map is just a little bit of maybe a thing too far, should I say, when we consider the brutal amount of reinforcements that are going to be occurring. And, you know, so far it looks not too bad. You know, it's got some wyverns, we've got general units, not too many, but the amount of forts here, slightly ridiculous. So, to try and combat all this stuff, I will do my best, but I am not making any guarantees. As I said before, I do really want to get through as much of this game as possible without losing people's lives, but this map is just a little bit of a bastard. So, I'm going to sort all my stuff out, my inventory and everything, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright everyone, I have decided to bring with me Crom, Donnell, Callum, Cordelia, Naui, Sajha, Maribel, Gaius, Lissa, Pan, Vike, NBZ, and Longku. And hopefully this shall be a crack team good enough to deal with the forces that are coming upon us. It's going to be a hard one, it's going to be tough, it's going to be hard fought, but hopefully we have the ability to do so. So without further ado, let's fight.
What's this?
Good day, my little princeling. Still dreaming of your squashed sister.
Think again.
No more talk, Gangrel. Today you die, and peace returns to Elise and Plegia.
Pah, such hypocrisy. You despise me, wretch. You want to cut me down. You don't know the first thing about peace. No man does.
I know more than you ever will.
More than me. More than me. You are me. When life asks you a question, you answer with blood.
Right.
Maybe you're right. I will never be my sister. I cannot forgive men like you, men who sow nothing but evil. All I have left are her words and her memory. Were I alone, I might be driven to madness, or worse. But I'm not alone. My friends and brothers in arms stand behind me.
Are you done? May I vomit now? What a flowery harangue. Men are beasts, Nothing more. We fight, we kill, we devour our prey. Beasts do not stand behind beasts, little prince. They use each other so long as it suits their own selfish purpose.
Wrong.
Perhaps this explains why your own soldiers refuse to stand behind you. You are a poison, a festering wound, and I will do what my sister could not.
Come on.
Such a clever tongue you have, little prince. It will look quite fetching hanging on my mantle next to your sister's corpse.
I'll do my best.
My lord, I've come. Am I too late? I don't claim my dancing is anything special, but Can Basilio says it renews the spirit. Alright everyone, so we have a new party member who did appear at the end of the last chapter. It was a couple of videos ago, so you may have forgotten, but this is Olivia. She is a dancer, and what does that involve? Well, she has a very special skill that she can do. Essentially, after anyone has taken their turn and they turn all grey-black and they can't move again, well, she can go up to them, use the dance command, and hey presto, they can move once more. It is rather handy, and it's been in the Fire Emblem games for quite some time. But the nice thing about Olivia is that she is not a pure dancer. She can actually use a bit of weaponry. As you can see, she has an iron sword here. And that means that even though she's level 1 and she's kind of in a bad situation generally, she may be able to do a good job at some points of getting out of situations. But we have to level her up for her to be able to do that. At the moment, she's kind of crappy. But, you know, she'll be useful in the long run. Let's take a look at her character model. Very cool indeed. She is glittering like hell. Did she literally just have a bath in glitter before she came onto the battlefield? Because she is dripping in purple, shiny sparks. Got that hot pink hair, hot pink, obviously. A lot of people's preferred color for anime girls. So, you know, for those people who care, that's that. And we have this weird kind of skipping rope style scarf binding her arms together. She's definitely fit and ready for some jumping about if she has like essentially a skipping rope built into her dress. So in any case, looking pretty good. I believe we're just going to kick things off here and start fighting. So without further ado, let us jump right into that. If we take a look at the map, we have these guys down here who are the kind of main physical force, and we have the more kind of magical force on this end, which means I'm going to be splitting my forces accordingly. Pop Cordelia down here, I think, and get Vike to pair up. I will then get Naui down here. Tharji, you can pair with Donnell and start moving this general direction. Crom, I'm gonna pop you down through the center. Callum, more to the physical end. Oop, Pan, where should Pan go? I think Pan, we should pair with Long Ku, and then we should move over here and then switch to Long Ku as our main attacker. Guys, you can support Naui. Olivia, you can dance for Crom, I guess. Just to show it off, get a little bit of experience. And there we go, Crom can move. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop him there. Maribel, of course, we need to be careful of because she is super duper freaking weak. And we don't want her dying unnecessarily. So I'm gonna do that. And I have just realized I forgot to turn off combat animations. So go me! Good job. Good job on my end. I will have to fix that for next turn. But, so far, looking good with Cordelia. She has bashed that Sage and Mage out the way. Great stuff. And she's up to level 17 as a bonus. And we get some Spirit Dust. Oh boy. This map is not one that I am looking forward to playing whatsoever.
Yes, draw closer. Let them charge at me with their rage. More of my soldiers shall greet them at every foolish step.
And unfortunately, everything he says is true. Because there will be reinforcements spawning from these forts at a rate that is slightly sickening. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It will be quite horrible, and we will have to deal with it. We will deal with it the best way we can, and that will be by using Naui. She's a very good sponge here because these units are using L-Wind, which is of course really effective on Cordelia. So I don't want to put Cordelia in the fray there, so she would be in a pretty bad position. Die, most likely. I'm going to pop Cordelia, and I'm going to pop Cordelia here and get that shiny spot. That'd be nice and helpful. Oh, we get a nice little relationship boost between the two of them. something we could definitely be using more of. And I think I'm going to pop Abby there as just a bit of a bump, should we say. Bit of a addition. Okay, I'm going to keep these 3 over here, because I know the reinforcements are going to be coming from this fort, and I just don't want them in the way. It would be a catastrophe of pretty sizable proportions. So what we are going to do, however, is going to place Donnell and the long queue here, try and bait out some of these guys. That guy especially, maybe the tax guy if we could. Maybe should have moved him a little bit more forward. Oh well, that's okay. We'll deal with it as time happens. But the nice thing about Donnell, I did want to point out, he has arms thrift. What does that do? Well, we think we've seen it before with Gregor. But arms thrift allows you to attack without expending a weapon use, which means you can use weapons for a much longer time. You know, they won't break as often. And with Donnell, it's kind of broken, because if you look at him right now, his luck stat is already 30. So if you times that by 2, that's 60. That's a 60% chance of him not using one of his weapons. So the glass sword becomes actually really good for him, because even though it has 3 uses normally, with Donnell, he has a chance of just using it over and over and over again. So, potentially, a very dangerous strategy. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna pop Callum over here for a bit of support, and I'm gonna bring Crom down into this area. And we'll see how that does for us. Again, I forgot to turn on the animations. What is wrong with me? Apologies, guys. But I guess it makes these first few turns go a little bit quicker. If nothing else. But I would like to see some of my, my characters kicking ass. Like Naui and Gaius. Look, they're fucking tag teaming it. Jeez, man. Even against a giant fucking dragon. Wow! Yes, of course, Naui doing really well against those guys now because of her ability Worm's Bane. Means that she can do, you know, increased damage. And I'm a fan of that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of that stuff. So, what are we gonna do here? Well, what I want to do is kind of pick out these guys just to make sure they can't get to us, and I'm going to keep Lonku and Donnell as forces to try and take down the Wyverns. Callum can pop in there to support either of them as an additional bonus, but at the moment, okay. So I'm going to stand here and, you know what? Yeah, I'll chuck a couple of javelins at this guy's face. That seems good. Why do I keep forgetting to turn animate? Let's just do it now. Let's just do it now. Alright, there we go. There we go. Everything has been sorted. And let's just toss a wind his way. Get him out the sky, Abby, with the first animation of the map. Very dark, dreary landscape we have. Haven't really been pointing that out, but this is kind of just a barren, desolate wasteland. Nothing here, honestly. It looks like the surface of the moon almost. If not for that water, then I would have said something of the like. Yeah, really is quite desolate. Okay, I think we're good in terms of backing away from reinforcements. My units up there should be okay. I'll bring them down in due course. For the moment, they need to be careful. So I'm being careful with them. Let's end the turn. And here we go. See, if you didn't know this, if you didn't know those fucking reinforcements were coming, my friends, you would not have a good time. And Lonku may not have a good time if he can't live these hits. Oh dear. I may have put him in a bad place. I may well have done. We'll see. Oh, an axe guy. I can jump out of the way of him. He's got a 19% chance. No way that this is going to be helping. Hurting me, should I say? Not helping. A crit will help me, though. I'll take that in my stride. As a master swordsman. And Gaius is going to be the target of the Elfires. That's not good. That's not good either. But he, of course, is also an artful dodger. So, maybe better utilized. Alright. Soaring in there, Vike. Thank you for helping me out. Very much appreciate it. Oh boy. Well, the nice thing is that these guys have a horrible hit percentage on Lonku. So he can really, in mid-air, pull off... Oh wait, no, that was Pan who was pulling off the crit while he was in mid-air. Well, that was an awesome pause, if nothing else. Her Beast Bane broke. Fortunately, she actually has a second one. We did attain that quite recently, so we're okay. We are okay, and it looks like I think Lonku has managed to survive the Night of the Long Knives, if we're gonna title it such. Man, that was some tough stuff there. Tough situation to be in. But, wow, we still have a lot of this map to go, and I do not want anything going wrong, but I will try and do my best. I think I'm just going to break here, because I need a break, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Fire Emblem Awakening, where we shall finish off the map and get on to other things. So until then, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.